What I'm about to show you feels like hell's torture methods for the aesthetic design preferences of minimalist beige influencers. There are some corners of the internet where design has seemingly lost its mind. What about the armpits of design? I'm gonna have to hold your hand, we're gonna have to ease into it. We'll start off simple with Japanese web design. Japanese websites have a known condition for the past few years for being seemingly overwhelming at first glance. You go on the page and you're like, oh, Duolingo didn't prepare me for this. This is Japan's Yahoo website, and okay, I know what you're thinking, Divya, Yahoo, come on. It's not that big of a jump between the English versions. Japanese web design has a reputation, like nearly everything that comes out of Japan, for being weird. And they say that this is bad UX. And as somebody with a master's degree in UX who may or may not have been #1 in the class, firstly, not all Japanese web designs look like this, but a lot of times they do follow this modular, squared, high-colored design sets Japanese web design apart from, say, what you might be used to seeing in the US and the UK. There are many videos better than mine that explore exactly why that is. Part of it being cultural reasons. Culture in Japan tends to be a little bit more risk-averse, meaning I need more information. This is a little bit similar to my experiences of South Asian political debates, where you have everybody shouting all at the same time to really maximize that information absorption.
Please allow me to moderate this.
Catch the face of Mother Teresa.
Font choice is more limited due to the high volume of character variations needed, so images tend to be favorable. Okay, so that was a bit serious. I'm letting go of your hand now. You've eased your mind into different design possibilities. Now we're getting into the meat of it. Literal dog meat. Ugly's 90s webpage maximalism. Back in the day where we were really in the didn't have any web standards, had very limited CSS styling capabilities, and we were trying to replicate physical print onto the digital space era. It's got everything. Ultra bevel and emboss everything. Drop shadows, just so many gradients. If you're an extremely risk averse, have a lot of anxiety and overthink everything, rest assured, because here's a dog reviewing this food. Wow, 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 feed out for free. Robin from Batman from the 20th century approves. That's because he's using his clout to promote his own company. Even dogs embodying the spirit of our late Prince Philip eat it. I'm saying they're old. The website is also similarly a blast from the past, but it's also formatted like those cult scam websites. Whilst this person called it looking schizophrenic, I actually think there's a certain charm to it, right? Like, imagine this in Molly May's house. I don't know what type of beat, what parts of the beat have been ground up in this, but amid the AI slop, there's something earnest, homemade, and kind of nostalgic about it. Like, yes, I have Photoshop when it was a one-time payment deal, and a dream. Design is often thought about in its relationship with consumer goods and services, and not to be all uni personal statement about it, but we shape design and design shapes us. It also reflects our material reality. When you have big tech openly and blatantly boasting about their exciting new project, optimizing, surveilling your every move. And when your pair has a channel, Big Brother already came, left, went to uni, and got a consulting job at. You might have seen surveillance as a design motif has been cropping up in various different ways. This is from a 2026 design trend report by Kittle, who have sponsored this portion of the video. This is a report in collaboration with Savvy. They've compiled a free downloadable template of the future of design. Trend cycles really agitate themselves, and we yearn for the naive, hopeful, optimistic energy that the early days of the internet had when we were growing up. You can see this reflected in future design trends. Fruitico Aero has had a major comeback. Before the old school Y2K look, that old school look with signal graphics. Kittle have worked with thousands of designers, so they know the fresh pulse on creative culture. Last year, I think 800,000 people grabbed that report. You can use this template for inspiration. It's also an active breathing document. You can go in and use its elements for upgrading your own work, for inspiration, for merch, for creating IG posts. Do people still even post on Instagram anymore? I don't know. The 2026 trend report just went live for free with a free account. But you can check it out with my link in the description and in the pinned comment. And thanks once again to Kisho for sponsoring this part of the video. In my 20k UX master's degree, my lecturer introduced us to this website. as an example to show us and help us analyze what does bad UX look like. Sadly, since then they have updated this website. RIP to our fallen soldier. If you're the type of person who thought that the Brat album cover was bad and that these websites were, well, a bit too much, what you're about to see next will burn the photoreceptors in the back of your eyes, so look away because I'm about to give you cursed. This is a website for an American bridal store, but that's not giving it justice because Yvette's bridal store is so much more. Yvette is a multifaceted, multidisciplinary creative because firstly, you go on the website and she's got manifestations. Healthy, success, happy, good love, contentment, pleasing, good love again, atmosphere, excellent, person. When are they open until? Open until 6. You could easily spend 1/4 of the rest of your limited time span left here on Earth just trying to navigate this website. I tried, it took me a while, and I didn't even get to all of it. So if you want to see a raw, uncut 4-hour footage of me going through every single link and discovering the depths of Yvette's bridal floral, I need feedback. Let me give you a taster. You can not only get gowns, but want to read fanfiction? Ominous sketches. Notes on how to make the color indigo. More ominous sketches. From 2010, from 2010, from 2010. Anyone want a haircut? Nerd shit about the reflecting telescope, the Meade 114 EQASGR. Comes with two 1.15-inch eyepieces, M825mm. Flowers, flowers, I write in agony. Flowers. UFO alien sighting. Demonic possession. Do you want a gown? This side rent and sell tuxedos. Anyone need any painting? Our President Obama? You have been lied to by these. Little blattle, spriddle, spraddle, little blattle. There's a race of space aliens on the indigenous. Little, haddle, rattle, so Spanish English, rattle, the inhabitants, cattle, repelling, foul, and by the end of it, I forgot that I was on a website for bridal store dresses. I could never make this. A local ungentrified conspiracy theorist shop is one thing, and Yale School of Art is another. When you first go on the website, you might think, I can probably teach them more about design principles than they can teach me, and you might be right. Some people like to call this web brutalism, or more specifically, neubrutalism, inspired by the architectural movement of raw, honest, bare-bone materials over being extravagant. Yale School of Art's website says a lot about who they are as a faculty. Firstly, this is a social project, meaning you have this sense of collective authorship. Students, teachers, different members of staff can edit different parts as they please. It's a little bit collective, a little bit unorthodox, very process-driven, bold, and yeah, okay, RE a little bit. Yale School of Art's website works because I think it's anti-marketing as marketing. It's brad. An example of like real proper brutalist websites is Berkshire Hathaway. This is one of the largest holding companies in the world, valued at $1 trillion, and their website looks like this. If the CEO is watching this or anything, give me 0.0001% of your wealth and I'll design the website for you. Graphic design is my passion. You have to look at Nepal. Last year I was in Nepal, and whilst I was there, I was shopping and I came across t-shirts like this. When the sat is not the limit, strive. Parental love is the greatest, and in disaster our soldiers are like our parents. Give our mountains love. Beautiful city. Whatever worth doing is worth. Name of passenger Mamir Mish 21 SSI. This isn't about haha, English bad. Because in the West, you also have people who have like, you know, Japanese tattoos, Chinese tattoos, because they think, oh, it looks cool. This is a form of banal cosmopolitanism. We reduce a whole culture or language into consumable pieces ready to wear and wear it proudly. Look how sophisticated I am. I know the global trade language. I think particularly for English, the colonizer language is the aesthetic of English is so different from other forms of languages. This whole nonsense English text on artware is so absurd. It became firstly a copy pasta and then merch. Well, Born to Swim, Ocean as fuck, on the most performative accessory of all time, a tote bag. This is for anyone to consume, but mostly in Western audiences for that, you know, meta-ironic capitalist sense of fashion. I low-key want this, I can't lie. A step above that is the canva-ification of everything. I'm mostly here for the democratization of design tools. I think it's a good thing when being creative is easier, more accessible to express themselves, make something fun, make your work a little bit easier. Given that, you know, by democratizing is not, you know, environmentally a disaster, ruining your job markets and based off of theft of people without their permission. There's a point where I start to question, is this creativity purely for commodity, right? An abundance of side hustles, telling you can become a 6-figure owner, just expedite the process. You don't even have to do any work, really. Now, is there something really wrong with this, apart from, you know, having poor taste and flooding the market with algorithmically approved monoculture? If firstly, you have an audience for it, someone's willing to consume it. I mean, does this matter? Isn't this just providing another harmless revenue stream for people, especially in this economy? And I think those points are all valid, and I'm not saying like making merch out of like Canva templates that are kind of already made and just tweaking it a bit is an inherently bad thing, and that people who do this are bad, but it's more about in the quest for democratizing these design tools. We keep on pushing this narrative about art as a commodity. We keep blurring the lines between creativity and product. Like, when was the last time that you did a hobby without feeling guilty that you're wasting your time? I think in the worst sense, it's just a reflection of where we are as a people. You think about all these creative studios, members at the top not giving new projects a chance because it's economically unsafe for them, it's more risky. You think about people who are hiring AI background actors because they just don't want to do the work or do the labor, because they just want to produce the content out as fast as possible for the sake of output. Because we are becoming such an output focused society, we were really just removing some of the heart. Even if you can tell something's Canva, at least it's mostly human made. Because on the other side, nothing says we are professional, we have a lot of budget, and we are so trustworthy than AI generated images in marketing. One time I was on a website and if itsdivya can find the image, because I know I did not hallucinate this, I was on an eyeglasses company website looking for an eye test, and they used an AI eye, and it was very obvious it was AI. Can you imagine? Optometrist. Imagine you are a certified optometrist. Does this look like glaucoma? Think big, ChatGPT. I think we saw AI billboards for food. Firstly, you will never have the pure aura and character that this sign has. Advertising plain naan, kuchi naan, chili naan, garlic naan, chili and cheese, garlic and cheese, cheese naan, potato naan, pizza naan, keema naan, chicken naan, kofta naan, spinach and cheese, zatar naan zatar and cheese, coconut and mango Nutella naan. It has none of that. I'd honestly rather see you steal images off of Google. If you're a hairdresser, I'd honestly rather see Zayn Malik again.